for the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, playing patient, maybe expecting some level of aggression to come out of TSM. One thing I am going to miss is hazed playing on the Omen. Very good at it on this map in particular. Nice start though from Cutler. In fact, Drone is going to chime in and the spike has been dropped, but the trade, they come back in a matter of seconds. Asuna even shooting his own teammate. He's so trigger happy at this point. And now it comes down to the remaining two members of TSM. Looking to try and make their way back in. One of them is Wardell, and he starts things off onto Asuna. Hiko is just hiding back, and he's going to be left all on his own. The smokes leaving him sectioned off for a second or two, but he does still have the shot bolt available. It doesn't quite do as much damage as he would have liked, and hazed is eventually going to close things out. A great 2v3 with Wardell leading the charge. More importantly, a pistol round for TSM.
Yeah, it felt as soon as that spike would explode onto site if needs be. They have the breach there to flash as well. They just don't have Wardell, who is right in the corner of Cubby A.
We are actually going to see
Are you
invested. He's bypassed his opponent though. Still, remember, they're saving almost money for a buy in the next round. So any extra damage that's done here by 100 Thieves would be considered a success. And right now, they're not in a bad position whatsoever. However, Wardell in a good spot, but he's only going to get one. The plant on A looks almost inevitable. And actually, Dicey, he's managed to retrieve a bulldog. This is starting to become possible for the side of 100 Thieves. And they are making these rounds tougher and tougher as they go by. Now, both players come from the heavens, the same angle. Dicey ready and waiting to try and watch onto the cross, try and stop players from getting towards his team. Fantastically well. It won't matter though. He gets both kills, ending the round with a 4K. And I think they need to try and get rid of this. And it seems like they have. It leaves now with a slightly problematic situation for the remaining members of Thieves. They were hoping to try and force these players out. Instead, they are going to have to battle for this site. Asuna, he's trying to spray, he's trying to find, there is a man in that smoke, but unfortunately he's not found him, and he's just lurking around the boxes. It's a fantastic crossfire back from TSM. We'll get one with the operator, but the time now ticking, and Nitro
10 seconds left
on the other side. It will be a back and forth with TSM evening the score once again.
They'd force out the neural theft, so they know where Nitro is. There isn't going to be any time to really chase him up to take this Phantom.
Bank was getting a little bit low. They're now in a pretty good spot again.
Their pints are in TSM right now. Drone is probably away from it, so it's just going to try and meet it. Can get one. Almost gets Asuna, but manages to get the headshot just in time. Hazed is now going to be watching towards Cubby as the rain is still in mid. Had to back off. The door's going to be closed in the face of Hazed, and Asuna's not going to be able to lurk anymore. Spike is going to get planted, but it's a 3 versus 4. Don't think there's going to be an ultimate available. Steele's just trying to see if he can bait out any more utility. But look at this, actually. The Jet is pushing on the head. Wardell misses the shots. Dicey creating a lot of space, and the lockdown's even going to be used to try and keep this site protected. Do we see TSM try and push in now to try and get rid of it at this point? They're actually going to try and do it. Cutler's able to get one, but traded out by Hiko, who is on A main. He's going to get flanked, actually, by Subroza with a perfect paranoia. 2 versus 1. The lockdown isn't going to find too much. It's just Steele in a 1 versus 2, surrounded at this point by the defenders. Can't even get his hands on hazed. Defuse is a straightforward one. An interesting play from TSM to beat them there. Bit of a misplay from 100 Thieves, I feel.
Yeah, not necessarily the easiest job in the world, and I know that players like Angel, for example, have said that the use of Killjoy diminished. I like the use of the smoke, though. They covered off the Killjoy bot. Because of that, they don't actually know that somebody's pushed through the other side. That is brilliant from TSM. That's given hazed 2 free kills off of a simplistic smoke, just to deny that knowledge. At the same time, the trades come back, but Subroza is there once again. It's left onto Nitro. 1 versus 3. Oh, he's been spotted as well, just as he makes his way around the corner. It's going to be Odin spam. Still manages to get a kill onto Wardell, though. This is now the realms of possibility. A little bit of extra cover. He's got his paranoia as well. With both players around that corner, they're going to start spamming just to try and kill him off before he makes his way through the swamp. They don't know how far he's gone. It's another one coming up for Nitro, and somehow he's still standing. into a 1 versus 1. Omen on Omen. Subroza facing off against Nitro, and Subroza will eventually close it.
200 Thieves now that might be looking to play mid very aggressively with the bodies that they have there. Hiko playing all the way in their spawn, trying to take these fights, can at least get on to steal. Asuna is able to trade the smokes and all of these fights. Asuna is just trying to run in. What a mess, but somehow it's still a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, the spike's just gone. Like, hazed is like, right, you guys keep fighting, you work the distraction. I'm just going to go and plant the spike on the other side of the map. I'm not interested in those battles. I want the round win. And now we get the face-off. Nitro, one end. Also got a long rotation from Cutler coming in as well. Potential for a cheeky surprise flank to come in, and they know where hazed is. He's just trying to buy time, but the fact is, there is that flank. Hiko comes down, and it's left all onto Nitro. The new man on the block, the massive transfer that came in to this 100 Thieves roster, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Hazed has played that round to perfection, and nothing for this first strike event to start. It's evident the hours have been put in. Changes, massive changes have been made to their comp and what agents are being played.
30
now
seconds
it looks
left.
impressive. Bear in mind, this is their opponent's map choice. Sure, it's one that they're very competent on. Don't get me wrong. It was a risky pick, a one that I think 100 Thieves knew was going to be rough, but this is impressive stuff. Wardell is going to spot his opponent. He takes a hell of a lot of damage onto the cross. Now, he's the man with the spike, but he's got
10 seconds
hazed
left.
defending, holding, watching to try and cover them off, but Nitro wins that duel. Puts them into a good position in this retake. And that shock dart was almost enough, but Cutler's trying his best to deny them any further presence on towards Wardell. However, Ryan, this one's looking rough.
Not made any movement. I think at this point it's going to be a save, but they could at least get the operator out of Wardell's hands. Now they're going to try and push and go for it, or just make sure that he can't get off this site, but he's still able to do damage onto Hiko. Cutler is like, not again. I don't want to deal with this turret, please. Look at this. He's just going for it. Wardell is forced to dash away to back off, and classic jump in right click. We're trying to play the sites, trying to play off of the central parts of the map and use it to explode in an area. Nitro is close. He's going to be holding in garden.
How many
But
ops
he
have
also,
they got?
yeah, they're just stacking operators at this point. Just the 2.
Oh, I imagine that was Dicey's. Okay, yeah, I think he just picked up the op from Dicey's corpse.
30 seconds left.
Gonna try and man it himself. He was a primary AWPer on Team Liquid, so he definitely can wield the sniper. Gonna get anything here? No, he can't. Drone with the opener, and now it falls onto one man. Steel to try and hold the line, and he gets nothing as well. A slaughter on the A site, and the end of the map
10
looming.
seconds left.
It's left on a 2 versus 5 retake. Hiko alongside Asuna, the young and the old, experienced and the rookie, and it's left on to just the rookie. 17-year-old to try and clutch versus 5 players. I don't think it's happening this time, but maybe he can pad the stats a little. It will be Drone to close out map number 1. 13 straight away, taking presence in mid, control being gathered, but they have lost the early pick on the other side.
I like this push. They're going through A link, but still going to be hitting the A site. Might try and catch off these defenders, but there's so many of them. I don't think they're expecting 3 people to be stacked there, but still able to get the first kill. Could even get the second. Did he expect the Silver to be on the back of the site? Well, the shock darts are certainly going to give it away. The plant is still going to be straightforward enough to go onto A. And you have this lurking Phoenix and Jet now. The 100 Thieves are kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place trying to make something happen, but Hiko even taking that 1v1 up against Subroza. Still awkward for them to try and even go for this, but Steel has found a nice little route.
The thing is, though, this pincer that they've still got the 2 players around in middle, and then they've also got the players within the site. Nitro does manage to pick off 1, though. However, Wardell still being here is just wasting time. They need to kill him off. They need to clear his position. And he's still standing, waiting. But they've actually just tried to bypass him. Ready to push in. And eventually he can close him out. Another kill comes in for Nitro on his left. All onto Cutler. And he can't get anything done. The time, though, I don't think it's going to be close enough. I think the spike's going off, so it's been wasted. Steel will go up with the ship, and although Hiko will survive, well,
map control, but not very much intel on exactly what's going to happen. To the point that
30
Hiko's
seconds
forced
left.
to use a recon ball, and that's kind of a ghost sign for TSM because they know that they can't really get that intel easily. Hiko sitting in the smoke, but I'm more curious about, at this point, what Nitro's going to do. He's right in tunnel, looking
Spike
towards C
planted.
and backing off to try and keep together. Are they going to save? Are they just trying to push from the back of C? Seems more likely that they're just going to try and get a frag onto the person that's on the back of C's site. That would be Subroza. They can molly him out, at least do a little bit of damage, but not really enough as he's able to just scoot out of it. He's even going to teleport away just to make sure that he doesn't lose this gun. It's a big dedication, but it shows that TSM really do respect the economy of this game and don't want to give it up. But the issue is, you have nobody on site now. They're just going to rely on Cutler to try and at least stop the defuse. He can't get a frag, but you would imagine at this point he just can't go for the defuse. Well, can they?
oh my goodness! He's just gonna
player
stick it all the way. It's so close, but all the kills end up coming the way of Hazed. In fact, a trip have been fantastic on the openers. Dicey holding the angle. This is a shot you wouldn't necessarily expect him to miss. That's it. The flashes are already dissipated. They don't have any more of those. So Dicey's given a chance to roam free. No blind this time, and it's 3 kills for him on the site hold. It's a first round for 100 Thieves, but Subroza was ready and waiting to complete his triple, and I like this. 100 Thieves have had enough of being passive, had enough of giving them those early picks. This time, Dicey takes the kill, but more importantly, Ryan, he leaves Nitro behind.
The Aldron might give up his position. It is going to do so. Even the Aldron double takes. Wasn't expecting Nitro to be there. Most importantly, they took Drone out of the server when he had the run it back and wanted to use it aggressively on C. So 100 Thieves being a lot more proactive, but look at the space that Subroza's taking. Hiko just wasn't expecting him to be there. The alarm bot didn't catch it because it was smoked. He's reading these plays so well. Steel is just being hard countered by the way that this Omen is playing. Is going to catch at least Wardell pushing onto the site. But the position that Subroza's in might catch somebody off. He is going to be looking towards Nitro, pushes onto the site. Isn't looking, but still whiffs the shot. As 100 Thieves, Nitro's able to kill onto Wardell. It's a 1 versus 3 now. Subroza has to clutch it. He's holding so close to this wall. Don't do a Asuna here and die. And the spray is so awkward. And the defuse is going to come in for 100 Thieves. Much better from them. More proactive and could make this a lot closer. Yeah, they opted to play the Cypher more. I thought that would be a curveball that might be able to try and catch them, but to be honest, it's worked in TSM's favor. Hiko can at least get a frag, gets a couple actually. It's up to 6 on this half at least, but Steel's wrapped around. There's a lot of information that it's not going to be A. These last 3. Nitro's expecting the same sort of play with the alarm bot, so knows that Nitro's good. Subroza's going to be pushing in.
This one will be for free. And it's pretty cool to get it from that angle, though. The information that has been gathered, the utilization of his own dark cover to get past all the sneaky traps that have been placed, and as you sort of mentioned, use them against their opponents. Now, in the last map, we saw Wardell in a similar situation. He managed to get 4 kills with the operator, trying to be sneaky once again. The first goes his way, but Hiko is there waiting. No clutch this time. B and C are definitely the easier of the two. Getting back into the site can be very difficult, so it's understandable why they've gone for something of the sort. They're actually selling a fairly hefty fake as well. Nitro throwing out all of his smokes, and although an initial shot does slightly land, it's Dicey to get the opener. Now Hazed just trying to utilize his utility. A plant in the open. They've made it all too easy for the plant to be denied, and Hazed is hitting some pretty tasty shots. No spike plant, and Hiko, he's just got stuck on the wall. That couldn't have gone any worse for 100 Thieves. That is a crucial error that has really cost them.
Yeah, what was that planting
30
position
seconds
from Dicey? Wasn't expecting maybe the rotation to come in so soon, but
see how he would use a stinger. I guess the main ploy would be to play towards garage. Instead, though, it's actually going to be a very aggressive stance being made by TSM. They're going to go pushing through the sewers and be met by multiple 100 Thieves players. Already a double opener, and maybe we're just about to see a very attacker-sided
You should
map.
run.
Yeah.
There you go. There is down. Realistically, Subroza, he's waiting to see if anybody will peek in and see if he can do some damage, maybe take a peek, and he will actually get a kill and escape as well, just around the corner. Gives them much more of a chance in this retake.
Paranoia is going to come through.
Spike planted.
No Cypher alive even to use a camera, even if there was one, to try and catch somebody through the smoke, but he's feeling himself. A shot like that onto Steel was pretty impressive, and even that headshot from distance. Subroza is playing so good right now on this role, but they need to watch the lurk. Nitro has actually made a lot of space, and whilst it hasn't got all of the frags in the world for TSM, there's only 2 alive, and even the peek's going to come through. Wardell pick up Hiko as he makes a long. The 2v2, they're going to go for the defuse at this point because people have moved away. I mean, why not? Go for it. The smoke is going to come in. I don't think there's enough time for Wardell, but it's scared 100 Thieves to their team. He's still going to go for the defuse. He's got it.
He's got it.
Get that.
Oh, he actually got it at the end. That's absolutely ridiculous from...
For sure, and Wardell going to be playing short. He hasn't done this so far on the side, and yet again, this 1v1 with Dicey with the operators has mostly gone to Wardell at this point. It's an absolute masterclass so far, but Asuna's made a lot of space for himself. Wardell was expecting it though, yet again. And there's a stack on C prepared for a push. And these 3 surviving members of 100 Thieves going to be hitting A. They are going to be running into Cutler.
This is looking like the beginning of the end, unfortunately, for 100 Thieves. They've come up against one of the powerhouses of North America, and while they've had some close rounds, that's for sure. Fortunately, it was the defense that kind of let them down a little bit. Their offense has had its moments, but a few mistakes. The fuses in front of them have definitely gone to miss, and this man, Wardell, is looking to try and put them in the grave already. They will spot one of the remaining members, and it's the same 2 players that try and hold on to timing. They're trying to get back in, but it's drone to close things out. A 13-6 victory in